So, The Rise of Skywalker comes out in 2 months, and we finally have a full trailer. Cutting it a little close there, Lucasfilm. You know, considering you guys have so much riding on this movie to fix the franchise after Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy and The Last Jedi broke it, I'd think that maybe you'd want to get this trailer out a little bit sooner to generate some excitement instead of the dread and disgust so many fans are feeling. But you wait until the movie is a matter of weeks away. Wow, it's almost as if they're scrambling to put together a version of the movie that won't turn fans away faster than Galaxy's Edge because it's not testing well and they're trying to fix it with reshoots and whatnot. Look, I don't have sources at Lucasfilm or anything. I don't know any more than you guys do. But if they're waiting until this late in the game to deliver a full trailer, that cannot be a good sign. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm hoping for at this point. J.J. Abrams could deliver the greatest Star Wars movie of all time, and The Last Jedi would still exist. And I don't know if there's any possible way to restore what that movie destroyed. You can scrub as long and as hard as you want to, but short of retconning Episode 8 out of existence altogether and redoing the whole damn thing, if not the entire sequel trilogy from scratch, that stain is just not coming off. So here we go. The end of the Skywalker saga. Let's see what this thing looks like.
An instinct. A feeling.
Rey running, jumping.
The Force brought us together.
Okay.
We're not alone.
Is that the Resistance? Where do all those people come? Oh, Rose is still there. God damn it! Jesus Christ!
People keep telling
Where did all those new Resistance people come from? Weren't they all like mostly dead now? Oh, they're gonna fight again, and oh, he's still not wearing the mask.
Long have I waited.
Ah, Palpatine's back again, of course.
You're coming together.
Rebel fleet. Where did they get all these ships? They were practically wiped out in the last movie. Where did all the new ships come from?
What are you doing there, 3PO?
taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
Friends? When were you friends with any of them? Did you even meet Rey? When was he friends with any of them? It's all the new cast. He doesn't know these people. Lando and Chewie, hey. Nice to see that at least. What the hell?
The Force will be with you.
Always.
This looks like Lucasfilm have no idea what this movie is. What's the story here? Can you discern any kind of story except extremely broad strokes? Oh, it's the Rebels versus Palpatine again, and hey look, Rey and Kylo Ren are gonna fight again, even though that means nothing now. We've already seen that, we know how it goes. We saw Rey fight Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens. She beat him straight up, despite knowing nothing about the Force whatsoever at the time, and now she's even more powerful. So where do they go with it now? Where's the tension here? There isn't any. Oh, but Reylo might finally happen. Who fucking cares? If you're making this movie to appease Tumblr fangirl shippers, you have failed before you even started. We got Rey running through a forest, deflecting a blaster bolt with her lightsaber. Maybe she's finally training, actually practicing and honing her skills for the first time in 3 fucking movies instead of just being instantly great at everything like magic. So maybe they want to show people that Rey is not a Mary Sue after all? Too little too late, dudes. That's what she should have been doing in Episode 8, but that ship has sailed. Here's a meeting of the Resistance. Here's all the Resistance ships going into battle. Where the hell did all these people come from? Weren't there, like, 15 or 20 people left in the Resistance at the end of The Last Jedi? But now they're all crewed up again, just like that. They got a whole fleet again. Where did they get all these new people? Look, I know Rian Johnson really made a mess of things, but as much as I desperately wish it were the case, there are story elements here that you cannot fix just by ignoring them. That doesn't work. I wish it did, believe me, but that's not where we're at. And Rose Tico is still alive. Go f*** yourselves, Lucasfilm. You had an out with Rose. You had the perfect out. She was f***ed up at the end of Episode 8. You could have just said she died from her injuries in between movies. Open and shut. That could have been it. You were open and shut with Rose. Just kill her off. That would have been fine. But you just had to throw her back in there as a big f*** you to the fans for not buying those Rose Tico action figures, didn't you? Jesus. 3PO is taking one last look at his friends. Question. When the hell was 3PO friends with any of these people? We've barely seen him interact with any of the new cast in 2 movies. He probably knows Poe and BB-8 from being in the Resistance with them. Okay, fine. But does he know Finn at all? I don't think he ever even met Rey. If he did, it wasn't until the very end of Episode 8, and that's also when Rey and Poe met for the first fucking time. This theme of friendship means nothing in this new trilogy because our new trio has spent most of these movies apart. You know how C-3PO saying this would have actually meant something? If he were saying it to Luke, Leia, Han, Chewbacca, Lando, R2-D2, those are 3PO's friends. You had 2 whole movies to play that card, but you threw it away. And now you're trying it with these people, and it doesn't mean a damn thing. Chewie isn't even there. They try to make it look like he is with this shot right here, but he isn't. That's clearly a different scene. Lando and Chewie together? Cool, I guess. Hopefully they're flying the Falcon. I mean, it's nice to see it, but at this point it just feels like empty fan service. After seeing the way the sequel trilogy treated the other legacy characters, why should we have any hope at all that they're going to do right by Lando? Luke's narration, at best he'll be a Force ghost. We'll probably only see him for a minute or 2. God, I'll never forgive them for how they ruined Luke in these movies. What is going on here? The Resistance is riding space horses through a Star Destroyer or something, and... Oh God. Please tell me that those things are not from Canto Bight. Can we please not do that? Look, Canto Bight is something you can ignore, JJ. Alright, that shit we can just forget about. Looks like they're in the ruins of the second Death Star, because we gotta kill the past and let it die, except when we need it to save the franchise that we tried to kill with the last movie. Kylo Ren's wearing his mask again in one blink and you miss it shot. That was a big thing in the earlier teaser, him welding the mask back together, but now in every clip he's not wearing it except for this one. Why even tease it at all then? And Palpatine. Man, I hate the idea of him being back. It just cheapens Return of the Jedi and Vader's sacrifice and everything Luke went through so much that they didn't even manage to end Palpatine for good. And now it's up to Rey and company to finish the job. It just leaves an awful taste in my mouth. God bless John Williams, man. His music is working overtime here to try to dredge up some emotion to make you feel something, anything about the end of the saga. And I got nothing. The music is beautiful, but all I feel is numb. I think this looks like a mess. A very pretty but try-hard mess that doesn't even look like they know where they're going with it. Beyond Palpatine being back, we still don't even know what the basic story is. And when you think about all these rumors going around about how they supposedly shot 6 different endings and they all tanked in the test screenings, and now they're making a movie in the editing bay and they're trying to reshoot most of this thing with 2 months to go, I wonder if Lucasfilm even knows what the story is. This is what's become of the Skywalker saga. What a train wreck. But for good or for ill, in a couple months, it'll all be over. Tell me what you thought of this video down below. Like, share, subscribe, ding that bell icon, and follow me on Twitter using the link down there so you'll always be notified about new videos. And I'll be back soon. See you later.